Good afternoon, March the 24th, 2016. Time to wrap up another trading day. And we've come back, and remember that close was 228.75, 2028.75 for the E-mini. And if it gets up back there and closes unchanged, the market's not down the day before a 3 or in Europe /4 day market. And you can see in our pane number 4 down here that basically short covering was here to support the market all day long. We came in, we started off the day with a 10 to 15 buy, and the sell was 19 to 24, 20 to 25 was the sell. And our sell gave two beautiful trades, and that was a gorgeous trade. This was a great trade right here. Both of them both set up nicely. And when the market is so damn dead and lack of volatility, these retest failure trades, Nancy's tweezers, are going to work well for us. The S's and B's just they can't produce for us when they do that. But again, I'm going through a rough spot in my trading. I mean, everything I do on the E-mini isn't turning out right. The other contracts are as expected, but that sure tends to make you humble, if you know what I mean. It's hard to brag about it. Oh yeah, right, Charlie. Tell me about it. Some year maybe, but not this past week. You're only as good as your last trade, right? And it's a hell of a business. Imagine putting yourself into that situation. Okay, here we are. Lower high, lower low. The market is closed tomorrow. The market will open up Monday. We have GDP tomorrow that we won't have a chance to protect ourselves from, but I don't think anybody's expecting much out of that. Then we roll into the end of the month and auction week next week, 2, 5, and 7-year auctions. So this F1 screen, find a place to sell it. On our F2 screen on the E-mini, and again, just looking at the structure, this area right through here, 2030, 2028, low volume number, this area right in here is where resistance is. And the selling started at 2040. So if we were to close it right here on Monday morning, stops above where we close right now, so 25.30 would be sell 1. And then 34.39 would be sell 2. On the buy side, 15 to 20. And 10 to 12 would be buy 2. And like I said, we do have a holiday, so we can't get too excited about this, and we'll definitely take a look at it bright and early Monday morning. Remember, we said mathematically today when we came in that the 10-year would close at 129. The mathematical close for the 30-year was 62.16, and that's the 10-year closed at the day session at 129 even. Most of the time in options, the option market makers will drive the price to it. Much more certain and sure in treasuries, because you can put as much size as you want on in treasuries, and you're dealing with the deepest pockets out there, the primary dealers, and they'll make money 10 ways to Sunday off you. And so that those numbers are easier to get in the 10-year. So we got a higher low, barely a higher high. We definitely have resistance at 29.16. And if we put all this together, we're still looking at a B. So this screen says we can buy it. And we have multiple distributions lower. Like I said, the day session 2 o'clock closed at 129 even, which is what they'll do the 2 o'clock central. They'll price the options off of Monday's news, trade balance, personal income spending, and Dallas Fed. So right now, I close right here. We'll be selling 3s to 7 and 11 to 15. On the buy side, maybe a little lower, 25, 29. And then 17 to 21 for buy 2. Why didn't the 10 years sell as much as the bond? Knob spread. Looking at the 30-year. Okay, we said close between 62.63, 62.16 would have been the price, and I don't know what we had right at 2 o'clock Central. It looks like it went out at 62.19, so pretty close to the mathematical close that Wednesday's option market told us we were going to get. Last rotate up was 28, then pretty much the buck, then 02, then 06, so 28 to 04. We're at 22 right now, 27's 31, sell 1. Definitely we'll revisit that, 7 to 11, sell 2. On the buy side, they got a low at 16. We've got these single prints down here, 13 to 17, buy 1. 1 to 5, buy 2. Okay, when I get finished with this, I'll get the recording and stuff, the compilation started, and I want to talk to you. I think we'll do it again on Monday about chart discrepancies. And what can and cannot be done about it. Okay, gold, lower high, lower low, still in a sell mode. We got nothing out of the day session today. In the congestion areas, a P. Put all this together. Definitely dealing with a B. High and below time, so the market's still in a sell mode. 1185, 1187 would be $100 off the high. That is definitely a trading target. Stops below 112 even is a trading target. And we have rejected prices below 14. So with a close right here, definitely looking for a place to sell it. 23.25, sell 1. Could live with a 20.21. Sell 2, 29.31. On the buy side, 13 to 15. And then we're going to make it 5 to 7. Going to drop it. Crude oil, I think we're headed lower. I sure hope the low is in at 27 bucks. There's a lot of good people that have lost work. 40 bucks is a pretty clean break in the market. Come back down here, you can see that 36. So 36 to 40 is probably where we are right now. We had a great swing trade off that 42 level. And we've got a double distribution day. It started down. We had a P. We said this looks like short covering in a down market. We've got single prints at 39. So 39.75, 40, sell 1. Then 40 and a quarter, 40.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 39, 38.75, buy 1. Maybe a quarter, I don't know. I'd like it better below 39 than 38.25 to 50, buy 2. And to the euro. Been a great performer to the downside for us. I think we're headed for stops below 108 before it's all said and done. Certainly haven't gotten there in a hurry. So lower high, lower low, ever so slowly lower low, but definitely lower high, lower low. We know the central bank of the European Central Bank wants a lower euro. And so when I come in and look at this chart right here, where's my break? My break's in this 112, 15 to 25 area. And we're currently right here. So 10s to 20s, sell 1. 40 to 50s, sell 2. And then 1175 buy 1. That's where we were this morning, and 1150 buy 2. Okay, I will start the compilation of this, and I want to talk to you just a bit about pricing and the reality and what we face as traders, and what we would like to have that really isn't technologically feasible. And I'd like